My name is Julius Banjamambo. I'm the curator of Craft Memorial Museum in RABAI.
So tell us about the history of this place.
Actually, in RABAI, the place is well known globally as the source of Christianity and early modern education. Now, the pioneers to establish the first church in RABAI in 1846 was Dr. Craft and John Rebman. Dr. Craft arrived in Mombasa in 1844 after graduating theology in 1834 in Gutenberg in Germany. So after graduating, he was very much interested with the Kenyan coast. So immediately he came to Mombasa. When he arrived in Mombasa, he had to meet the by then governor, who was Ali bin Nasir, and the Sultan, who was Said, just to be permitted to do the gospel preaching within the Mombasa. So he was given some conditions that he had to go and read more of Arabic language such that he can come and speak with the Swahili people. So he studied, he went to Egypt to study more of Arabic and Kiswahili, and later came to the Kenyan coast. When he arrived at the Kenyan coast, it's when he did the gospel outreaches within the Mombasa, around the Fort Jesus and all the town. Now in Egypt, he had just married a widow known as Rosalind Dietrich, who was in Egypt with the same missions. So Dr. Craft married Rosine Dietrich, and by the time he was just coming to Kenya, then he came with Rosine. So they were blessed with the one daughter, and as when he arrived in Mombasa, due to a change of climate, then the daughter died and the wife also died. So they were all buried at the old Nyal Bridge along a place known as Mukomani, which is popularly known as the English Pond. After that, it's when now he make up his mind to come to RABAI area. Now he came through the boat whereby he anchored at the forest where there was just a harbor, and there in the forest he was welcomed by the Kaya elders, among them the Kaya elder who was known as Jindwa Mawesa. So Jindwa Mawesa welcomed him, and he just introduced the other Kaya elders, whereby they just understood their missions, which Dr. Craft had just come with. So he just introduced himself, and after understanding, it's when now Dr. Craft was given 92 acres of land just to establish the first church. So the first church was established in 1846. So we are in the museum. The museum has got two partitions, having one partition which shows the slavery business, and the other partition which shows the activities of the RABAI people and the Christianity as a whole. So as we are aware that Dr. Craft played a very great role in stopping this slave trade. That's why we have our friends here like Susi and Susi and Abdallah Susi and James Chuma, who were rescued from Tanzania from slavery. So all these pictures shows by the time the slavery business which was just conducted. Perhaps we are told that the business was taking place in different countries like Madagascar. I think you can see the way how people were being driven to Zanzibar, which was just the main slave market, and some other places which also practices the same business was Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. So these were some of the countries within Africa which were just really conducting the same business. So by that time, there were some other explorers who were just traveling all around, just sourcing some areas, discovering some other areas. We are told in 1848 there was this John Redman who managed to visit Mount Kilimanjaro in 1848, and in 1849 John Graff also visited Mount Kenya.